Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile. Yeah, these are those pearly lights. They're beautiful, man. How you doing, Ryan?
Can't feel my fingers.
Yeah. Right there with you.
Yeah. Here we are.
Hello. We're here. Where are we?
My apartment.
We're visiting our friend Ryan today.
That's me.
That's him. Yeah. I was kind of devastated that we had this plan that felt like it kind of fell apart.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we knew what we were doing, but at the same time, we also had no idea. Some of it was like planned out, but also some of it was just kind of whatever happens, happens.
I'm excited about the video.
That's good.
I'm just not excited about the fact that I feel like it's all fallen to shambles through my fingers. The shambles have fallen through my fingers.
I wish I could go back and tell Liam in that behind-the-scenes video that it's all going to turn out okay in the end. The video is going to be good.
I thought there was a plan at one point, and then I think the plan fell apart to me, and now I'm just kind of praying that something happens and there's a video.
We were all really tired. We were all really cold.
My brain's not working.
And you're driving?
Great while I'm driving, yeah. Wait, where am I going?
Yep, that checks out.
We were all like, we just have to do this. We have to get this done because if we don't do it this week, you're gone because you don't live nearby. Snow is probably going to be here. If we don't do this now, we're not doing it until like April.
I guess I should mention for this that the reason I'm so tired is because I had a show the night before. And so I finished my show at like, I don't know, 10 o'clock. I cut my hair when I got home at like 11 o'clock. I don't know why I did it myself, but then that took me till like 2 a.m. And maybe I got like an hour of sleep, woke up at 3, then had to get to Paulo's place for 4.
And then you guys,
your place
for like 5.
We're about to do our first take here.
For Halloween.
We're almost, Liam's very out of it.
It's happening.
This poor boy is running on 1 hour of sleep. It's for the art, though.
Did you get a whole hour of sleep, Liam?
This is the smallest video we've made from a like crew point of view. Every single shoot we do, we get less and less intense on gear. For this, we don't even have lights. We're using the sun, and we've just got the camera. So I think for our next shoot, we don't bring the camera.
Right.
And then we'll be good to go.
The next shoot is just
The next shoot is just a play that people have to come see live. Even the people that were supposed to be there, aka me, had to be digitally removed in post in some shots because I was in the car and not supposed to be in the car. Do you see the little bit of skin tone there?
Yeah.
That's my neck.
What?
And that's because I was beside you in the seat like this.
Oh, yeah.
And so all here is my giant head of hair that is in every single shot is right here. And I was like, I'm going to send this to Liam. And if he notices it, I will absolutely go through frame by frame and remove it.
Yeah.
If he says nothing, we're good.
There's a lot of trickery going on here in this video.
There's a lot
between
happening.
editing yourself out, editing the license plate, and the funeral home.
Yeah.
Let's just zoom in, shall we, on the
Zoom in
license plate.
enhance.
What does that say?
What is that? Is that the ridiculously long acronym of why do I hold on to the past?
It sure is. Did I frame by frame superimpose this license plate over top of my own?
No, that is your license
that's
plate.
my license plate.
Yeah. This was a difficult video to make from a technical point of view. First of all, we filmed in November, so very short window because we're using only natural light.
And we did it on the day that daylight savings
And
came
so we
into
lost
effect.
an hour. We started the day at 5:30 in the morning. Paulo kind of has his hands in his pocket and is sort of hunched a little bit because it was very cold.
The biggest challenge was just to not shake and look
very
cold.
to look.
We're about to be cold. We're cold right now. We're about to be cold.
We were cold. We're gonna be cold again.
We're warming up in the car right now.
Yes, we're taking a little break.
Oh, it's cold.
Yeah,
It's so cold.
We shot this baby a few weeks too late. It's November now. It's for the art.
At the end of the day,
It's for the art.
It's for the art.
It's
for
for
the
the
art. So true.
Ryan's out there.
Trooper. Ryan's a trooper.
Where is he? Where's that guy?
Liam's dad is a trooper too, helping us out.
Oh, there he is, right there.
Yeah, beautiful man. Beautiful man right there.
Trooping.
It's trooping all right. And we're gonna be called back now.
Okay, watch out. Okay. Okay, so we need you guys to actually do some work now.
No! Forgot about it.
I'm feeling so good. We're out here in the old country. It's really not. It's not the country at all. Like 5 minutes from my house. But, you know.
The first thing I want to call out is those beautiful jackets.
What do these jackets say?
Yeah.
Shadows over
Shadows
home. What does
over
that
home?
mean? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Designed by yours truly. Embroidered by Toil and Trouble.
Go
in
check them out.
Orleans.
They even feel nice, good
Yeah,
quality.
they're really nice jackets.
I would love to make this into merch.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
I don't think you could ever embroider the merch.
Maybe
or,
not on a Levi's jacket.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just make a sweater with this like printed on it. Please let me know in the comments
Yeah.
if you want this as merch. If you would
you
purchase
want
this.
the shirt along with the collectible license plate.
an actual license
That is-
plate.
yeah. This is actually day 2 of the shoot.
Right, yeah.
Ironically enough, day 2 we shot the beginning and the end. That's one of those things. Oh, okay.
Hello.
This is Raina.
We love you. God.
She's not happy.
Sorry about that.
Here we're introduced immediately to our masked figure. He's walking around and the answer doesn't exist.
Yeah.
We were super fortunate to get a fantastic actor. Very grateful
He's
for.
good.
Great even. The one and the
That's
only.
my dad.
Yeah. He was known for his role as the whistling man.
True.
In Time
Yeah.
Moves
This is his
Fast.
second
This is
video that
actually the
he's been in.
second video.
Yeah.
He had to put up with a lot of really silly stuff and he was such a trooper.
A long shoot of just driving.
Yeah.
Over and over again, stopping,
Stopping, driving, turn around, go back.
in my
drive.
car that he's not familiar with
Yeah.
and was very scared about.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know how to drive your car.
Your dad was very concerned about hitting me because I had to hold the camera, and so he would not go past a certain speed.
Right.
And so the whole shot of that pulling up took an extremely long time. And I remember saying, like, you can go a little faster. And he's like, I don't want to take the chance of hitting you. And I was like, fair enough. I appreciate that. Thank you for respecting my life. And then we're met with the enormous life contract put into ChatGPT and said, write me a one-page
Oh, is that what that was?
ridiculously phrased life
I thought it was
contract.
the lyrics or something.
The end of life contract is. The
I
end.
love that there's a one-way.
Yeah, do you see the sign? Yeah. Definitely planned that. This was a really kind of like busy area at 7 a.m.
It
Or
was.
They were like,
It was supposed to be in front of a hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And then it turns out that was too chaotic. So we just went in front of the school that was next to the
Yeah.
hospital.
It was nearing the time when
yeah,
kids
we were
starting to
really
come in.
worried
We were
that
like,
teachers were going to be like, you can't be here. You know?
there's like a creepy mask man.
Yeah. Great logo.
Oh, thank you. I actually didn't even
wanna
make
say.
it, though.
Who made this logo?
That was made by Sarah Colley.
Sarah Colley.
Thanks, Sarah.
Well, Sarah Colley,
Thanks,
great
Sarah.
job on the logo. It looks. I remember when you first came to me and you were like, "Hey, like I have this idea. It's mostly going to be around a car." And as soon as I heard that, my stomach just dropped because, from a technical point of view, car shoots are one of the most difficult things to do low budget.
Yeah. When I said car shoot, you pictured the camera on the outside of the car.
Yeah, and I remember you saying you'd originally wanted it on the inside.
Yeah.
This BTS is actually just a confrontation where it's just like, so
Ryan,
listen, we didn't get the chance to tell you.
fired.
Yeah. My camera that I normally shoot with it's not a small, nor more importantly, it's not a light camera. But I have this car mount that is very sketchy. It's not industry standard. Let's just put it that way.
I put a $2,000 deposit down on this camera rental.
No, but I'm
What are you telling me?
I'm telling him
interesting that you tell me
after
that
everything
now.
turned out. Jokes aside, because I had used it before, and where it would have gotten sketchy is if I put something like my camera on it, because it can't handle a payload like that, which
Right.
is why pretty quickly, because it's 3 giant plungers, basically, suction cups.
Yeah.
This isn't going to pull up, right? But yeah, and so I knew that we needed a lighter camera. We're rocking the Sony FX3. We actually rented it for this shoot. This is kind of like the king of run and gun mirrorless cameras right now. Usually I film with a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera that I love, but it takes a lot of manual work to get that camera working in its prime condition, whereas this guy is kind of a point and shoot beast. This was the first music video where I didn't have an audio reference. In this one I hit play and heard the wind.
Yeah, that's hard when like you've just like set the camera and then you have no control of it for the rest of it.
Well, that's it. It was hitting record, and then like for some of these shots, I had to kind of like digitally remove myself.
Yeah.
A lot of them, I also just straight up wasn't in the car.
Poor you. As we were driving away, you're just standing.
I just had to stand outside. Yeah, I was literally just standing there
Just
like
waiting for
this,
us to
just
come
like
back,
just
loop back.
freezing. Hey, mom, just waiting for my crew to get back. You know.
Isn't that man just so handsome? He's really handsome. Yeah.
Look at him.
Here. Oh, he's
Look at
coming
here.
over here. Oh. Hey,
I just private conversation between you and I for a second.
Oh, you don't want Paulo to hear this?
No, it's just if you don't mind, just keep it between us.
Paulo, don't.
Okay,
listen
just
to
don't
this.
listen for a second.
Yeah,
Just-
I'm not recording. I'm not recording.
Listen, Paulo's been filming me a lot today, and
What?
I've heard
would he
some
do that?
comments, but I don't know.
He wouldn't
but
do that.
I definitely have seen him do it. Like, I'm pretty sure I've filmed him doing it.
You wouldn't do that.
And
What? But you do it.
he,
No.
are you filming literally right now?
No.
What the fuck is wrong with
Why are
you?
you recording?
Why are you recording right now?
What's going on?
What is
What
this?
is-
I'm the only person who's supposed to be handling a camera right now. What is wrong? You're not Can you stop, please? All the shots of the signs were done 1 or 2 weeks after we filmed.
Because I ordered the signs.
Yep.
They took longer than I thought
expected.
to be delivered. Certain details I just like hyper focus on, and then I forget about other key things. Like those jackets. Spent so much time on the jackets. These signs. Like, and then I forgot that we needed like rope to be bound
Rope
by.
to be tied by.
So we
used skip
skipping
rope.
rope.
Yeah.
Went in my garage. We
Yeah,
just
found
found
skip rope. Yeah.
For when we're being bound.
Yeah, you didn't
it's
have any
my
gags.
Scarf. Maybe that makes it more authentic because this guy wouldn't have thought that he would have to bind and gag us.
Yeah.
So he's using whatever he
He's
has.
using what he's got,
Just-
yeah.
Just like we were using what we had.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
I remember messaging you and being like, if we are going to get the shots of the signs, it has to be now because it's like November 23rd and we are going to get snow any day.
We did actually get
We
some
got snow, yeah.
And then I was like, it's over.
And we were,
It's over.
and we were, okay, so either we scrap the signs completely or we don't release this video until like April. We
and
got
then it all melted.
super lucky because
Yeah.
it all melted. Thank you, climate
Yeah.
change. You ordered these signs, and I remember seeing them and immediately being like, these are pretty small, eh?
I thought they were going to be huge.
And you were like, no, like they're like the size of road signs.
It's like how you don't know how big a traffic light is.
Exactly.
It's like
They're
the height of a
enormous.
person. We were going to put it over top
Yeah,
of the
and
speed
I-
sign.
and I
which I'm
just
like,
kept-
those are small.
Yeah, and I was like in the car looking at it and going, I really don't think that's gonna happen. And you'd be fine.
Ryan,
And you're like,
Ryan,
Ryan, it's
Ryan.
fine. Yeah,
Ryan,
it's fine.
come on.
Yeah, it was literally like, it looked like it was this big compared to the sign being this
Yeah.
big, and he
It
was
was like putting a Band-Aid on like a huge canvas. or
yeah,
something. It's like,
yeah. It was
that
like,
was
oh boy,
nothing.
this was definitely the most uncomfortable shot of the
Yeah.
entire shoot for me. For this friggin' shot, honestly, considering it's only in the video for 1 second, I'm really glad how much you've been using
We've
it for
made
other
good use
stuff.
of it,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had to crawl into the back of
It's the
your
thumbnail.
of your tiny trunk.
Tiny.
Picture.
Hey,
This is where they keep.
Keep it down.
I got my vengeance the next day when I got to lock both of you in that trunk.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay, I'm locked up. I'm sexualized by you. I'm sick of this.
Barely.
Okay? Barely. Show the clips.
You've seen nothing.
Show the clips.
I'm gonna send up the tripod there. So handsome.
Yeah.
His friend. He's being handsome as always. God, look at this gorgeous man. Goodness.
Beautiful man. Beautiful man right there.
Oh, this beautiful man again.
There were moments where you were like, oh, like, so when are we getting this shot? And it was like, Liam, we did not discuss this in detail. We're not getting this shot.
Well, when we were in the cornfield, I remembered that we hadn't planned anything for the quieter part. And I was
Absolutely.
like, are we just going to be running for that? Like, that won't work.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, Ryan, just get a shot of me where I'm like crouching
Where you're
down,
just crouching
and then I
down.
say it, and then I jump back up.
My initial idea, like how I kind of visualized this sequence, was completely different. What I pictured was you guys getting out and it just being kind of a massive empty field.
Yeah.
And then I quickly realized as we were driving around, I was like, any field like that has crops in it right now. You will be killing plants and farmers are going to shoot us. It turns out people own cornfields.
Yes.
And people don't want you to run in cornfields.
People will get very angry
they'll be quite
if you're
upset.
running through and damaging their cornfields.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I think
but
our reasoning a bit was like, well, it's mid-November. Right?
yeah, we were like,
Maybe
the
it's-
crop
it's
season's over.
It was.
over.
By the time we came back and shot the sign stuff 2 weeks later,
They were all
gone.
They were all
gone.
cut.
So.
And yeah, all of the major running shots are in this one cornfield. As we were kind of prepping for like, yeah, what else do we need? I see this ATV
Right.
just ripping down the road. Immediately, I yelled to you two and was like, get out of the cornfield because this person's coming down here to say, what the heck are you doing?
Yeah.
And you guys came out.
doing
Yeah, and he's
here.
like, what are you guys doing here? And I was like, hey there, we were just filming some stock footage for, you know,
To
like
shoot the corn.
for a documentary. I said, I apologize. We should have asked for permission. I didn't see any no trespassing signs. We can get out of here if it's a problem. And he was like, yeah, you guys should probably leave. Yes, sir! You know, like,
the
no...
way he said,
There was something scarier about that than if he had
Than
like,
of him, like, yelling at us.
Yeah.
And so we quickly piled up and drove 5 minutes down the road to another cornfield that we're pretty sure they probably also own, you know? This shot of you coming down
Right.
is in a completely different cornfield. This took so many times because I knew I wanted a locked-off shot, but it was so hard to communicate to you guys where the middle was.
Yeah,
Because
I remember
it kept, like, there was
Mark it on the ground.
yeah, there was multiple times where you ended up, like, over here on, like, frame
Yeah.
left or too far frame right. This is now, like, a full 2.5 hours later. Yeah, we ate food because we were all gonna
Yeah.
pass out.
Right.
Like, we were all so
My dad had to
hungry.
leave. He had
Yeah,
something to go to.
your dad left, and then we were like, hey, we have to go do the tie-up stuff. So all of the gloved hands that you see, when you're being tied up, it's your hands. When you're being tied up, it's
yeah.
your hands.
Yeah.
And then when the trunk is closing, you see a hand, that's my hand.
Right. After I'd taken a nap.
Yeah, you clocked out. Paulo was showing me cat memes.
Watching cat videos.
I forgot that.
Hey, kitty. You're a good kitty. Get paws, kitty.
We were exhausted, needless to say. You guys were so cold.
This was genuine pain.
This was
We
genuine,
really
like,
did.
you
We
guys were
devastated.
dying. You had to take your jacket off, and you
Yeah.
have to roll up your sleeves to look like, and you're like, okay, like,
Oh, that's cold.
Oh, gotta move, gotta move.
Cold. Gotta move. Gotta keep going. It's fine.
That's for the earth.
I never want to relive that. You can like see in my face how tired I am.
yeah,
like
you're
wow.
haggard. You are like,
I'm haggard.
Um,
I had nothing left in me.
you even look like you look dehydrated, like your lips
I
are.
was,
yeah,
yeah.
like we were not doing well that day.
No.
These were the last shots we got before we ended day one. But I love this shot of you crawling over him. Liam's like breaking out, and you're just like crawling over, looking around, like, what the hell's going on? Like, yeah. It's a great little shot. I love it.
We arrived at this funeral home, the last shot, and we noticed there were like staff of the funeral home
We
kind
did
of
ask
watching
permission.
us.
We were not going unnoticed.
Random mask guy.
This is one of those situations where I feel like it could be very inappropriate if we
Yeah.
don't ask permission at a funeral home.
So we went in. Well, I mean, who went in? You went in?
No, your dad went
Oh,
in.
yes.
I remember talking to your dad and saying, listen, this is one of those situations where I know that if you go in and say, we have some students working on a short
Pretending to be
on a short
students.
film, basically.
You can't say no to
I
a
was
student.
the individual was super nice. According to Papa Schweisberg, basically he was just like, it's no problem. You can't show the name of the funeral home.
We got the shot, and I just told Ryan, send me the footage, and I will edit out the name of
The
the
name
funeral
of the
home.
funeral
So I took it
home.
out, recentered funeral home.
Yeah, and this was again another one of those classic of like cutting things for time, because we filmed probably twice as many clips as you just saw in that end of sequence. We had the shot of you guys signing it. We had the shot of you guys initially like getting out. The shot of him taking your bindings off. We had all of these different things. We had a shot of you guys here and it like panned up type thing. And then I was looking at it and I was like, I think it will make a lot more sense if it's out of the car. You see the things drop, so you know what's happened.
Yeah.
You see a contract; it's implied or what happened. For me, and this is not saying this is what the interpretation is. This is my interpretation.
Okay.
It's
All
very
right.
important.
listening.
But for me, you guys standing out here, kind of like looking around of what's next, is it's not that you've reached the end of your life. It's that you are now actively at the present, and you are moving. Now this is the point where like you don't know what's happening next, and that's really scary. But you're like, what do we do now?
Wow, I never really thought about that. To me, I was just like, we did. That's it.
And this is why art is a beautiful thing, because you can interpret it so many different ways. Did you not see the funeral home? Like,
Just
home,
cremate
you know?
us. Sprinkle me in the park.
We also plan to rent a car.
The initial plan was renting a vintage car. There was going to be a gas station sequence.
Oh, yeah.
There was so much that was supposed to happen. And I remember 2 days prior going, Liam, you have to accept that none of those things are going to happen. Because I was like, unless you know a gas station owner that you can call and say, hey man, I need a favor. We do not have the time or capacity to make this happen.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to like be in a diner.
Yeah, like there was this. And I was like, it's all gonna be outside, and there's no interacting with a building or anything because we don't have the capacity to ask for permission.
That's
in the
okay.
time we
It
have.
worked.
We've
All right,
talked
well,
long enough.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to me talk about this video.
That's a wrap. We didn't get a
Yay.
video of us doing that.
We didn't. No.
Of what? Of us saying that's
Of
a
saying
wrap.
That's a wrap.
Our other two behind the scenes videos ended with us going.
Well, this is it. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That's a wap. Yay.
Well, there it is. That's a wrap.
Finally, we're closing off on WDIHOTTP question mark.